So here's a basic concept. So there's this dude, he walks into a shop and then he meets the shopkeeper. This dude that goes into the shop, let's think about him and him meeting a happy shopkeeper. At the end of it all, this man, he leaves the shop happy because he interacted with a happy shopkeeper. So the idea is that, let's just say he's neutral right now. He's not happy or sad. When he engages with someone that's happy, that happiness affects him. The shopkeeper's happiness affects him. And now this man can embody some of that energy that he interacted with. And he leaves the shop happy. Now let's change the story a bit. A man walks into a shop and he engages with a sad shopkeeper. There's a good probability that when this man leaves the shop, he may leave a little sad. How about if the man goes to the shop and meets an angry shopkeeper? He might end up leaving this shop kind of angry, maybe very angry. Now let's continue with how we can look at this case. What about if a happy man enters the shop to meet a happy shopkeeper? Happy man meets happy shopkeeper? I think we all know that this man is going to leave that shop very happy. How about a happy man enters a shop and meets a sad shopkeeper? The man either leaves maybe a little less happier, maybe sad, or maybe still happy. Well, how about if an angry man enters the shop with an angry shopkeeper? Oh, wait, even before that example, man, because we all know that's going to be hectic. Shit's about to go down. But how about a happy man enters a shop and meets an angry shopkeeper? He could leave angry, maybe a little less happy. And then, of course, there's the example, angry man, angry shopkeeper. Damn, we all know that one of them is going to end up on, the 7 o'clock news that day. But hopefully not. Hopefully they just both leave pissed off. Now, with all these different things about how this man, how he's feeling, and how he leaves the shop, maybe we can ask ourselves, what about the shopkeeper? How is he feeling about everything during all these engagements? How's he feeling about being in his shop right now? What is the energy and the feeling of his shop? How does he feel about his shop in that moment? And then having to interact with someone coming into the shop. How does him even deciding to be at the shop at that time, how is that making him feel? What kind of spirit is that giving him or allowing him to embody? And then having to engage with someone. So all these ideas we must consider. Either way, with that example, and how we see that the energy of one person's interaction with another and the engagement, what happens and the result of it all, that's a nice, basic and simple concept we can use to understand spirituality. It's just all about how when something engages with another thing, how the energy of the first person may affect the second person, or how the second person may affect the first person. And even more deeper and yet more important is how is the person interacting with themselves before they even interact with anything else. So, I know there's a lot of self-development and spiritual enlightenment things out there, and they always focus on how do you feel within yourself? Do you love yourself? You should love yourself. Yeah, that's all important, because that's pretty much asking you, what kind of spirit are you embodying? And are you 100% confident with this driving style that you've decided to use before you head out on the road and possibly endanger all the other drivers out there? We got our body, we got our car, we know its physical capabilities, but still, what are your driving skills? Are you aware of, your driving skills, your driving intentions? Are you driving out there to flow along with everyone? Are you driving out there to just crash into shit? You trying to get somewhere? Do you know where you're going? Do you even know if you know how to get there? Did I say that right? Yeah, there's a lot of thoughts we have to consider, and they're all about the energy. They're all about intention.